All right, this video is going to be a little bit weird because I filmed most of it yesterday, or some of it yesterday, and then the rest of it today. I forgot to finish it last night, and then so I came back today with the stuff I needed and went ahead and didn't finish it, but I got the games working. But enjoy, stick around to the end, and I'm going to try to edit out all the stuff that tells you what's going to happen next because none of it's right. Thanks for watching. What's up, gang? Let's just jump right in. This is arcade repair vlog number 27. All right, this is Popeye, and this is what we have on Popeye's monitor. At the house, this worked fine. I've adjusted on it. This is as good as I've been able to get it so far, but there's no green really. And when I had this problem the last time, it ended up being this pot right here. And I think in transition and getting it over here and then me trying to adjust it again, I think I broke this pot trying to adjust it. So instead of shorting, it's just not working. But been through everything with this. Forgot that it needed the inverter board, had the inverter board on the wrong monitor, tried the wrong monitor in here. We were trying to get this thing over to Comic-Con. This thing I know looks beautiful. I just have to get this color situation figured out. But I forgot my soldering iron. It's at home. So tomorrow I'll do this one, and I think it's fine. It should be done. It needs to be cleaned and all that. It needs side art. It's not beautiful, but it's good enough for the floor. All right, on to the next. Okay, hopefully I can edit this right because I forgot to do the ending to the video yesterday, so I am continuing today, and I have my soldering iron. And the pot wasn't broken, it was just loose. And I see the red and the blue and the green still do not look right, but I do see some green finally. And it looked great at the house. So I'm gonna have to keep looking. I'm gonna check the wiring. Looks like we have all the colors. Maybe it's just needs to be, no, I mean, it worked at the house. I don't know, I'm a little confused. Looks a little better in the camera than it does on the screen. See, it's real dark right here. Is it still inverted? No, this is red, I think. All right, I'm gonna look at some gameplay footage, compare the colors, and adjust a little bit more and see what I can do. Actually, I have the tripod. I might have you watch. So here's the inverter board, and I did change this pot out. The one that was in there before, it wasn't broken, just the leg had come unsoldered from the front, the one single one. But I put it back in and tested everything, and still really, I was getting green on the monitor, but not in the graphics. And so tried this one, still kind of the same thing. And I'll kind of show you what I figured out. I'm gonna check the B+ after this though too. So I think this whole ordeal happened because this switch that is right here under that rainbow colored cable, I was just this is a Sharp monitor, not a Sanyo 20EZ, and I was getting them mixed. And the Sanyo, if you flip it, it gives you collapse and it looks like you ruin your monitor. This one, if you flip it, it inverts or non-inverts your signal, so you don't need an inverter board. And so I was inverting it and then non-inverting it back in, or reverting it, however you want to say it. And so that's why I was having issues. But if you listen, something's not happy. So I want to get in there and check the B+, but I'm gonna wait to totally adjust it until we get it to its final resting home. I'm gonna clean all this crap out that's in here, make sure everything is buckled in and bolted down, and I'll do that tomorrow probably. No, tomorrow we're doing the claw machine. All right, but that looks pretty good. The convergence is off a little bit, and we have some kind of stretching up there at the top, a little bit of degauss problem over there. But considering as much as I was twisting on these knobs, I'm surprised it looked anywhere even near close. Give me 1 second and we'll take a look at Popeye, or Donkey Kong. Okay, so this one is the DK Junior, and here's the power supply here. It is really, really dirty. I pulled everything out so that I can get this crap all vacuumed out, mouse houses and stuff. But this one, same thing, board's been tested, it's working, power supply's been rebuilt. This monitor hasn't been rebuilt, but I do have one that has been rebuilt. This one I think works though. Maybe it just needs adjusted. Had weird image on the screen, and I couldn't tell if the board worked or if I had good voltage in the power supply. At the time, it was like 2 weeks of not having my meter and didn't have a way to go get a meter, and Amazon won't deliver packages here, and it was a mess. But now we have all pieces and parts are ready, just needs to be assembled. And I do have a, oh, I don't know if it's here. Here it is. Have the, I don't remember what kind of edge connector is this, or what connector this is called, to edge connector for the Donkey Kong Junior board and the Donkey Kong board. Yeah, they both take this. And so I could try them in the Popeye cabinet just to make sure the boards work. Because I've yet to confirm a working Donkey Kong yet, which came out of here. But we have like 4 boards, so we should be able to get the Donkey Kong. The Donkey Kong Junior, I don't know if I still have a picture of it on my phone to show you guys, but this one definitely works. We just have to put it together. And this monitor here is the one that the inverter board came off of. So it's got the power for it, it's got the spot here. And so I don't remember if this game needs it or not. I'm gonna look it up. And if it does, then I'll put it in here, or I'll at least note it. But I don't know if I have another inverter board. If so, I don't know where. I'm sure I probably do at the warehouse, actually. Or we might have one on the floor that the game doesn't need it, but it has one in there. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, there's the Donkey Kong board, just a little dusty. I have everything put back together and hackily wired up because a lot of it was hacked already. I just need to wire in the connector here for the power supply to put the AC voltage to the power supply, and then we should be ready to fire it on. So I got just 100 of these little 30-second clips, but not a whole lot left to do other than turn it on and fire in a hole, start twisting knobs and see what we can get to come on. Everything works. This one may need to be capped. Maybe that one too. I don't remember if I capped those. I was trying to just find working monitors at the time. Okay, I don't have it on. Okay, well, give me a few minutes here and I am going to button this up, and then we'll see if it fires up and what it looks like. And then I'll let you guys get back to yesterday's video. And at the end, I say I'm going to go back to my house. I'm not, because I forgot. We're here instead. Be right back. All right, we've come this far today. Let's go ahead and fire this one up too. Have regular video cable this time. This is not the edge connector style. It's the little bitty connectors. Have this power supply. It's only got 2 out of the 3 connectors, I guess. I guess because it's only 2 boards. So everything I think is back to the way it was the last time I tried it before we swapped everything around. So the board I know for sure works. The power supply, the voltages were testing good. The monitor was the only thing I didn't know what was up with it. And when I plugged this in, kind of got some scrambled screen, and but you could tell it like the game was playing in the background. You could see it moving and stuff. but couldn't really see anything on the screen. So I'm not sure what that would be, considering the board works in other cabinets and on the test rig, but fire in the hole. Okay, the sound's not on. We would have heard something. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like what it is. This looks like I might be able to adjust it out some. Let me I'm gonna get this camera set up. I have over here. So I have this, if I can pull it out one-handed. I can't. There we go. Okay. I'll edit that out. Okay, so I have this camera. Man, this thing is hard to hold. Okay, so I have this camera. It's got this thing on it, inspection camera. So I'm gonna hook it around the corner like this so I can watch the screen back here and adjust it, since I don't have anybody helping me, or a monitor, or a mirror, other than I have a little circular mirror, but it's getting aggravating doing it all day. So let me set this up, and then we'll be able to watch the screen as we adjust it and see what's going on. Okay, so let me see if I can get it to focus. There's gonna be my feed. It's not very good, but I'm gonna hold this back here and then I'll set you guys up. This one's gonna be a real tough repair, but it's common. This one got played out. Joysticks barely hanging on. This one's not hanging on at all. So, got some new carriage bolts. I'm gonna put those through, and that'll solve that. Nice and easy. So I see when I'm in here, when the joystick dropped, we got some wires that broke off here. So I'm gonna do some wiring on this one. I'll do that tomorrow in the morning. It's about time to wrap it up today. But I got another joystick and another game I gotta grab and put this one up. X-Men versus Street Fighter. And same kind of thing. Just knock the carriage bolts out. I guess I need to go through and tighten them all in every game. I guess somebody just hand tightened them last time. It's probably me. All right, one more. And I think we need to look at the Fast and Furious. So this Fast and Furious here is the one that I worked on the other day that had the no signal, and didn't have much luck with it. And then we let our computer tech take a look at the motherboard, and he says it needs serious work. So that's the one that I said that the computer's a hot mess. We're talking in the comments about it, and I don't know the exact info on the replacement, but there is a replacement that's much better, but it's very specific. Same with the graphics card is very specific. This one here will boot. You just have to get the keyboard, plug it up, and then I don't know, hit enter or F8 or something like that. And I saw on the forums where a couple of people had the same problem, and I was like, okay, it's the same thing. It's like a motherboard issue. Luckily, these other two are okay, but we need to get in them and figure out what is going on inside now while they're still alive. And it's a lot easier to keep them alive than it is to bring them back from the dead. Hydro Thunder here is fine. Just need to put it back together, put an LCD in it, because the monitor that was in there, the chassis had this part goes out that helps sync the monitor image, and for whatever reason they don't make that part for that monitor. The only way you can get it is by robbing it off another one. So that one went to an LCD. But yeah, next is going to be the Fast and Furious, this one here. And like I said, this one we may be able to, it might be, for all I know, it might be just running the recovery discs. But I'm going to try all the usuals. We'll go through that just in case anybody else has that problem. So we'll cover that. It'll be for the Fast and Furious. And let me see. Let me find what's next. I keep forgetting about this one. It's the Space Invaders Deluxe with the multi-board in it. I think it's an 8-in-1 board. And what I think, the only thing that I think is wrong with this one is the edge connector. It's kind of been reflowed a bunch of times where, so you have this flat edge connector coming across, and then at the end where the power is, there's this big gob. So whenever it's trying to, the edge connector is trying to go over it, it's not hitting all the pins evenly across, and not to mention that the power isn't good on it. So I'm going to try to repair that part of it. Otherwise we can run some jumper wires and run some kind of little interconnect harness on it to get it going. But it works. It just needs a little love on the power side. And we have the same problem with the other one that's in the back. It's just a standard Space Invaders. And I think, so that one should be fairly easy. I think that one will just take an hour or so. Let's find something else. Here's that Space Invaders here. So we can have one over at the arena, and we'll have one here. And then have the stuff to fix the big buck hunter. It needs a hard drive, so I got the flash card replacement. So I need to toss that in. We'll do a video on that. That should be fairly easy. I don't see any problems doing that. I think I've done it several times, but I don't think I've done it for the channel. And then I think back here, yeah, back here we have Virtual Cop, whatever it is. That one, we just got to slide the monitor in it, and we're going to steal the Time Crisis monitor on the second side for now until we can figure out what's going on with that computer. So that's 3 more we'll have right here. Now the Virtual Cop, that one's on the back burner, but that Time Crisis, the monitor's always on every day, so why waste it? Might as well get it in another one of these games. This one and this one will be coming up in the next few days. So I'm starting to get done with my backlog, which is the Nintendos. And then we have, I think that's the DK board there. And then we have some extra DK boards in there. And then another power supply here. That there is the Space Invaders board. So we can take a look at that. Let me see. Trying to do this one-handed, not tear everything up. I'm gonna show you the, got all this metal laying underneath here. I don't want to set this on metal. Okay. You can see there. Let me see if I can get a good, see how much thicker that is. So that may cause some of these pins through here to not touch. I don't know. It's like that on both sides. It's hard to get down that low and be steady. But so I'm going to take that off. I have some copper tape. I've never done that copper tape repair on a board edge connector, but I'm not really too worried about it. A million other people have on YouTube. I'll watch them figure it out and go from there. But I think that'll get us solved there, because it was just a power problem. Like if you jiggled the connector around, eventually it would come on and it would shut off. So as soon as I pulled it and looked at it, I found that problem. And is this the one? Yeah, this is the one that had the multi-game in it. The multi-game, one of the legs pins was sticking out on it, so that's the only reason it wasn't working. Pretty simple. And what do we have here? Oh, this is the other Donkey Kong board, I think. And then we have a big stash of power supplies. None of them probably work. Okay, I think that's it. Let me check my list, because I'm putting all of my list on here that's going to be done in the next 2 weeks. This isn't the game that I was thinking of, but this is the monitor that I was talking about. I want to pull this one and put it into Virtual Cop, and that way we have use out of it rather than it just burning out for sitting here, you know, kind of getting wasted. The other thing that I was thinking about is the big project is the do-it-yourself arcade claw machine kit that I'm going to use to revive the crane over at the arena. And that's why I was like, there's something else. What is it? Yeah, so I do have a little bit update on that one. So we'll end this one at the house. So give me 1 second and bam. These two right here are going to be ground and 5 volt. So what do we get here? Did I not turn the game on? I didn't turn the game on. I guess that would help. Hang on.
Here it is. A nice little trade. The person I traded got what they wanted. I got what I wanted. And a pretty good deal on it too. Super hang on.
What I want.
That comes later.
Yeah.
Okay. It's on fire.
Whoa.
Lots of smoke.
Well, that's bad.
Yeah, well, thanks for watching.
When you take care of people, people take care of you in this community.
That's the truth.
So everyone, please remember that. Even if we're competitors, we're not enemies.